Good morning. This is the Fantasy Sports Boss. It's Wednesday morning. Tomorrow, already Week 5 gets underway. And then, of course, we have another game in England to start off things on Sunday. So a lot of stuff going on here. Wednesday, of course, being the first injury report day of the weekend. Yes, I will do a live stream at 5 o'clock today. I will make my return for the live streams. 100% feeling better. So thanks for all the well wishes over the last week. But I'm 100% better now. So I'm ready to go with the live stream later. Now today what I wanted to talk about was Kenny Pickett, all right, and how Kenny Pickett's elevation to the starter, and he's already been named the starter for Week 5, is going to change or possibly change the outlook of the Steelers passing attack and the offense as a whole. So just looking at last week now, Mitch Trubisky, 7 of 13, 84 yards, and no touchdowns and interception before he was pulled. Pickett comes in the first, unfortunately those 3 interceptions, a couple of them were not totally his fault. The chuck at the end especially was just a Hail Mary throw. But overall, Pickett, I thought, played pretty well. 10 of 13, 120 yards. He had the 3 interceptions. And he also, he kept plays alive with his feet. So, it ran for 15 yards on 6 carries. Kenny Pickett has some decent athletic ability, so he's going to be able to maneuver in the pocket, keep plays alive. But then again, Mitch Trubisky had that skill as well. Just things didn't go so well in terms of his results. Now, what is interesting to me is that the target distribution in the game, especially when Trubisky came in. So George Pickens led the Steelers in receiving with 6 catches for 102 yards. Next up was Pat Freiermuth, the tight end, 7 for 85. And then all the way down to Deontay Johnson, 2 for 11. Chase Claypool, not a single catch. So what I can say right here, right off the bat, is that Kenny Pickett has a history with George Pickens going back to the summer as the 2 rookies coming in. Pickens, below Chase Claypool and below Deontay Johnson in terms of the wide receiver hierarchy. And so Pickens and Pickett got a lot of work together over the summer. They were able to build a rapport, and we saw that in last week's game. Whereas Deontay Johnson and Chase Claypool working more with Mitch Trubisky in the first team offense. With Pickens, while he does play in 3 receiver sets, he is considered strongly the number 3 wideout. But now with Pickett under center, it was obvious he was looking for George Pickens. And I think that will continue. So if for whatever reason Pickens is still available, you have to run out and grab him. As a matter of fact, I would even try to buy low on Pickens because I think he's going to have a big impact the rest of the way. Chase Claypool, to me, is just a non-factor. We've been waiting forever with this guy. The results are just not there. So enough waiting. Move on. Deontay Johnson, I think he's going to be fine, but I think he's going to have to share the targets now with Freiermuth and Pickens. And speaking of Freiermuth, he's having a tremendous season on a very bad year for the position in general. In fact, he's been just a rung below Mark Andrews and Travis Kelce in terms of being the 3rd best tight end in fantasy football this season. Consistent targets week in and week out, and we all know rookie quarterbacks love to target their tight ends, so Freiermuth is going to be a top 5 guy the rest of the way, in my opinion. And then George Pickens, like I said, I think he's going to be a real difference maker the rest of the way. Now, as far as Najee Harris, 18 carries for 74 yards in that game, 4.1 a pop. He didn't have a single catch. I told you this year, I projected 40 catches, not the 70-plus he had a year ago. He may not even get to 40 catches, all right? There's just not enough check down volume here like there was with Ben Roethlisberger. So anyway, stock up on George Pickens, stock up on Pat Freiermuth, neutral with Deontay Johnson, stock way down on Chase Claypool, and as far as Najee Harris, stock is down totally for the entire season. All right, this is Fantasy Sports Boss again. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button. More videos on the way soon. And the live stream, first one in a while, today at 5 o'clock.